Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. This was not planned. I normally would make videos. I'm going to make videos every day. That's what I try to do. And I thought, well, rather than me record a video, why not I just do a live broadcast? So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a live broadcast, and hopefully you're going to I'm not going to keep you too long because that's what I don't want to do. I'm going to be doing broadcasts on a regular basis, and those broadcasts I want to keep to no more than an hour. Some of these broadcasts I do, this one like this one on the fly, will just be a quick video off the cuff, and I want to give you some little updates of what's going on with JonnyBlockchain so that you can be ready for the DEX trading bot once we go live. I can tell you that we're so close to being live with the DEX bot. The programmer has got, we built the contracts, we built the smart contracts, we're testing the smart contract now to make sure that it can take multiple users, and we're so close, it's unbelievable. And I can't wait to do that broadcast to say we're live. Now, what I'm doing is each week I'm going to be doing two regular broadcasts plus off the fly ones like this. So the regular broadcasts that I'll be doing will be on I did have it. Let me just make sure I've got it. Morning, Dave. Morning, Crypto Pride. So let me just check my Discord because I forget what the dates I'd already booked in, because I'm going to be doing a Wednesday broadcast in the morning. So that would be UK time. Both the times I'm telling you is obviously UK time. And then I'm doing a Friday broadcast on 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which would be, I think, about 8-9 o'clock in the morning for the US. So I should be able to cover both all the hemispheres, if you like, So the Europe and the UK will be on Wednesdays, okay, and then the other broadcast that I do will be on a Friday, and that broadcast will be at 2 p.m. British Summer Time. Obviously, when we go into winter time, it will be Greenwich Mean Time. So I'm doing Wednesday mornings at 10 o'clock British Summer Time, and I'm doing Friday afternoons at 2 p.m. So that should be able to, somebody should be able to catch those lives. But it doesn't matter if you don't, because obviously my lives are going to be broadcasted and on my YouTube channel. And I haven't upgraded my StreamYard here. I'm not sure whether to use this one or another streaming platform. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing those two broadcasts. So hopefully you're going to be able to join me. So morning, Dave. I know Dave's in the UK, and I know Pride is in the US. And I think, let's just check the time now, what the time is in the US for where our Pride is there. So it's 20 past 5 in the morning. So that's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. He's obviously got an early shift. And then we got P-Coaster. And they're he's in Portugal, or she's in Portugal. And we got this gentleman here. I'm not sure where you are, but exciting times. Definitely exciting times to be in crypto. If you're not in crypto, then you must be crazy. Now, you want to make sure, while I'm mentioning crypto, if you're in crypto and you want to know how to use crypto in your day-to-day life, how to buy your groceries, how to book flights, how to spend your money in restaurants, how to buy cars, how to buy property, how to buy wine, anything that you want to buy, like you do with your fiat currency, on tomorrow's broadcast that I'm doing a live. So make sure you check out my lives on my YouTube channel. And if you've not already, click subscribe and make sure you click on the bell notification, because this next broadcast I'm doing tomorrow is going to be how to use your crypto in day-to-day life. Because for me, I don't on-ramp anymore. So in other words, I'm not using fiat currency to buy cryptocurrency. I'm only off-ramping. I'm earning cryptocurrency and I off-ramp into fiat currency when I need to. But most of the time, I don't need to. If I've got to pay the mortgage or the gas bill, the electric bill, that type of thing, then I need to put a bit of fiat currency in my bank account. But my day-to-day living, my fuel, my holidays, my restaurants, my groceries, all of that's done directly with my crypto. And I'm going to show you that and how you can use it to buy anything. And I want to get to the stage where I'm going to buy my first property with crypto, and I'll obviously make that video. And I also want to show you me buying a car with crypto. It's such a great time to be in crypto. Morning, Robin, and thanks for joining me. And who we got here? We've got Fenley. So I'm not sure where you are, Fenley. I know Robin is in the UK. I think the last time he might be in Spain. I don't know, because he gets about a bit. But guys, I wanted to shoot you this quick video is because I wanted to give you a little update about JonnyBlockchain. Now, JonnyBlockchain, we've got two ways that you can trade on JonnyBlockchain at the moment, and they're both with Binance. You've got Binance.com and Binance.us. Now, the timing couldn't have been worse, could it, for Binance.us because of what the American authorities are doing. And it's just buffalo dust. It really is buffalo dust. The Americans, unfortunately, I feel sorry for anybody that lives in America, because the Americans are pushing you out. You know, the governments are pushing you out because they don't want you to have cryptocurrency. And what they're doing is they're alienating their citizens and also the rest of the world, because the rest of the world is not going as bad, apart from Canada, I think. But Australia, the UK are not really doing much at the moment. But there's, you know, China, Russia are all moving towards cryptocurrencies. And I know they want to bring out their CBDC. But the thing is, you know, Hong Kong's just opened up now where they can offer trading. One of the biggest banks in Russia is offering its clients access to crypto. PayPal's access to crypto. I know Coinbase is going through some drama. But what these companies are going to do is they're going to say, ta-da, America, because you're not the only country in the world. And your currency is going to get pushed off the stage if the Americans carry on the path they're going. I don't mean the American people, but the American establishment. If they carry on the path that they're on to now, they're going to be left behind, and they're going to end up being a third world country in the sense of crypto and digital assets, because, you know, the digital assets are, you know, the cryptocurrencies is in the hands of the people. And on Tuesday, tomorrow's video, I want to go in to show you how you can really have it in your hands. So let's just come back to the comments here. Morning, Simon. I know Simon's in the UK. We've got Planet Vulcan. Wow, I can't wait for Vulcan to come. You know, we've got Esco that's going great guns at the moment. And we got 7 p.m. in Australia for Planet Vulcan. Now, there's a lot of ways to make money online, okay? And I'm going to show you that on this channel. That's what this channel is going to be about, is for you to make a passive or a non-passive income working online. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go over to JonnyBlockchain. That's what I'm going to do, because this is about an update. Share screen. Let's just see if I've got the right one. There you go. So that's the share screen. So I'll share that. Now, I'm already signed into JonnyBlockchain, but if you've not got a JonnyBlockchain account, you want to get yourself a free account. Now, you can either go to my link, which is, well, just JonnyBlockchain.com, or, you know, you can contact somebody else that's in JonnyBlockchain. So if you're in JonnyBlockchain and you've got an affiliate link, I don't think you can post your links on the video in the chat there. But if you've got a JonnyBlockchain account, then let me know in the comments so that somebody can maybe join through you, because it's always better to join through somebody, because then they can talk you through how to set things up and, you know, help you. You just hold your hand. If you come, you know, if you go to JonnyBlockchain.com, then obviously I'm not going to give you one-to-one training. I mean, you do videos like this. So once you've created your JonnyBlockchain account, you click on register here. I'm signed in. If you're not signed in, there'll be a sign up button at the top as well. So, you know, click on that, get yourself registered, create a free account. Doesn't cost you anything. That's going to bring you into the getting started page. Now, when you're in the getting started page, let's just let this page load, and I'll just check that that's loading on YouTube. So while we do that, we just put some more comments up here. Keep here your advice on tax off-ramping options for the UK. Yeah, well, I've got a lot of ways to be, crypto free, if you like, crypto fiat free, because I don't on ramp anymore. So what we got here, we got morning, enjoying your shows for the first time. Yep, great to have you there. And Crypto Pride he says yes. I'm not sure what the yes was for, but maybe he's doing an early shift. So if you haven't got a JonnyBlockchain account, make sure you create a JonnyBlockchain account, and you're going to, once you're signed up, you'll be inside the getting started page. There's a video there and all that. But what I want to do is I want to come up to trade, okay? And I'm going to go down to AI trading, because what I want to do is go through some settings on the bot. Now, these settings will be the same for the DEX bot when we go live with that. And I can tell you we're so close. I can't tell you how close we are to the DEX, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to be up in these videos because I want you to understand how to use JonnyBlockchain. So let me just close that. Right. So when you're inside JonnyBlockchain, you've got a few tabs across the top here. It'll show you what money you've made. If you go on this one, withdrawal calculator, as you can see, I've made $1,048 trading with $1,300. Okay, it shows you what you can withdraw out of your exchange, or in when we go with the DEX, what you'll be able to draw out of your MetaMask wallet that doesn't affect your trading robot. You've got a settings tab here that will, because if you're trading on whether you're trading on a DEX or whether you're trading on a centralized exchange like Binance, for example, you need to have BNB to trade with to cover the trading fees. So you can set it here so that and again, you'll have this for your wallet as well, your MetaMask wallet, so that you make sure you've got enough BNB for you to trade with. And then over this side here is your statements and all that type of stuff. So I don't want to come to that. I want to come to this bit here. I'm going to click on this create a new trading bot, and I'm going to walk through trading bots with you. Now, I made mistakes in the past and I edited the settings too much, and that was a mistake. So first off here, I'm just going to give my bot a name, and I'm just going to call it demo. What is it today? The 13th, or the 13th. Demo 13 for the moment. Then here you would choose your trading pair. Okay, you would choose your trading pair here. So I found for me, Bitcoin and Ethereum seem to be the best trading pairs. I've traded other coins, and what tends to happen is some of these other coins can do big pumps and big drops, and your bot can get a bit stagnant. But I found that Bitcoin is a good trading point. If we look at the Bitcoin chart, I think I'll have to come back to the stream here, and I'm just going to stop sharing, and then I'll share again, share my screen, and this time I'm going to go to here, and I'll just quickly show you this. So this is the Bitcoin chart, and as you can see, the price sort of dropped off the cliff face there, but then you had some side movement. You had an up and you had a down. Great for trading with a robot. Look at these moves, these swings up and down, smaller swings here, bigger swing here, down, so this is a nice trading robot. And if I go back to my presentation here and I stop sharing again, this time I'll do share the screen, and we'll pick Crypto Bubble. I don't know whether you've seen this before, but Crypto Bubble, definitely check it out. It's cryptobubble.net. You can make up your favorite list, but on here you've got the top 1,000 tokens that you can trade with. You've got exchanges, so the best moving volatile tokens on Binance, for example. So if I go to Binance, let that load on the screen, it will show you what's happening. And I love this bubble effect. And then what you can do is you can create yourself some favorites of ones that you like to trade with. What you want, I mean, I've got these, I'm trading all of these that you see on the screen here. And I have found that, when they get these big pumps, if I look at this one here, look, it's down by 9% a year, nearly 10%, 18% up in the month, 8% in the week, 20% in the day, 0.1%. So this, when it's got this constant up move, this is this is the mistakes I've made in the past, is getting in on these ones. And what happens is that they want to go back the other way. So you really want to try and pick ones that have got ups and downs. You want ups and downs. You want nice volatility. Okay, that's what you want. You want nice volatility. And I've found that choosing coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum have worked out the best for me. Okay, so let's go back to JonnyBlockchain, and we're going to walk through the settings together. So here we are. So first off, you're going to give your bot a name. You're going to choose the trading pair. Now on here at the moment, you will only have Binance, but you will eventually have the DEX trading. So you will either choose Binance or the DEX trading. I'm going to choose Binance. Here is whether your bot's going to be active or inactive. And here is whether you want to compound. I don't like to compound. And the reason being is when I start to make a profit from a bot, that means the profits I can use to set up another bot. Because if you've got it compounding and you're only allocating your funds for one bot, let's say you've got $600 and you say, well, I'm going to allocate that for one bot, or I've got $100. I'm going to allocate that for one bot. Now, if you compound, that's great. But what happens if your bot doesn't perform that well, where I mean it's not buying and selling enough because the settings or the trading pair that you've chosen is not that great? Where if you've got a bot that's not compounding and you make $1, as soon as you get to $20, you can set up another bot. Okay, so you could then have two bots running, because the more bots you have running, even if they're in the same pair, and you start to change the settings, the more bots you have running, the better it is for you, because you're entering into the market at different points, because when you set your bot up, plus you can tweak the settings how you want to do it. Right, so coming down below here, you've got infinite, so you can run the bots that keep trading, buying and selling. You've got a single run, so not sure if you'd want to do that, but maybe you want to buy some Bitcoin now and then do a single run and say, I want to sell Bitcoin when the price goes up by 300% or 20% or 50%, so you could do that. I prefer to do this infinite run. These two settings here is if your bot's already running. I don't recommend using these settings at any point at all, because I don't think you need to do that. Now, coming over to the right-hand side of the screen, and what I want to say is, if I come over to, before I go any further, if you've got any questions, make sure as we go through this presentation now that you ask them. Okay, you ask them in the chat here, and I'll try and get to those as we go a little bit further through this call. Okay, so coming over to the right-hand side. So if we look here, we've got this first bit, allocated funds. By default, it says 600. The chances of you needing 600 is remote, okay? But if we're leaving the default settings, this could be 600. You don't have to have 600. This is just telling you, if we go down the screen here, that if the price kept on dropping and 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 never went up, it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping, around 90%, then you're going to need that $600. I've found that most bots don't go beyond 7 and 8. They sit around 4 and 5, but 7 and 8 is about the maximum that it uses. And if you was to add up these 7 and 8s, that will give you an idea of what you need. Okay, but let's just leave it on the default settings. Now, you're in this part here is your initial order. The very first order you're going to do needs to be a minimum, I would say, of $20. Okay, and I'll show you why in a moment. But the minimum order I think you can do on Binance is about just over $10. So it needs to be a minimum of 11. So you want your first order to be $20. Now, we've got here the average profit settings, okay, and we've got the independent profit settings. Now, by default, these are set to 0.8, which is the profit trigger, okay, and it's looking for a retracement of minus 0.1. And for the independent, it's doing the same settings again. And I'm going to go into what the average settings are and what the independent settings are. And you can change these settings if you want. Let me just have a swig of water. I bought my bottle of water with me today. Now, if you do change the settings, then, you know, your bot might not trade as well as if you would leave the default settings. But by all means, you can change these. I found if I take smaller profits, which is this 0.8, then the bot can trade more, because if you're waiting for big moves, if you say I want to take, you know, if I look at Bitcoin, for example, and if I said, well, I know you can't see this, but I'm just going to go off on another screen and click on this. And so I'll come to the stream, I'll stop sharing, and then I'm going to share again. I don't know how to do this, to switch between different screens. So this is the easiest way for me to do it. So here, so I've got a Bitcoin up on Crypto Bubble. Now, it's showing me that it's gone down by 6.7% over the year, 2.8% down over a month, 1.7% over a week, 0.4% over a day, and 0.1% over an hour. Now, if I set my profit for 1.5%, I've got to wait a whole week. If I go by past history, a whole week. I know it's not the same for every, you know, because Bitcoin can move, all crypto can move quickly. But if I'm looking at these settings and I set my profit take at 1.5%, there's a chance that my bot will only do one trade a week, because it's going to wait for it to go up by 1.5%. That's going to trigger the sell order. And now it sells, and now it's got to wait for the price to go down a little bit, and then before it buys again, and then it's got to wait maybe another week for it to go up, you know, because when you're in that side movement, if you're in that side action, it never goes in a dead straight line, but it doesn't always move by big percentages. Now, if I've got my bot set for 0.5% for it to take profits, then that means that the bot could trade more times, because these movements here, from there to there, from there to there, could be smaller increments. As you can see, over the day, it's only changed by 0.4. So if I set my bot for 0.3, for example, then it could possibly trade a lot more throughout the day. Okay, so that's why I don't know whether recommend is the right word. You know, you choose your own settings, and let's just stop that and present again. Sorry, I keep doing this, but you want to choose your own settings or leave the default. I recommend in the beginning leaving the default settings. It's definitely worth leaving the default settings. So just to recap here, $600 is the budget. It's very, very rare that I can't imagine that the market's going to drop by 90% for you to use that 600. It just means if the market does keep dropping, you've got funds available so the bot can trade, because if the bot can't trade, it can't make you a profit on when the price keeps dropping. You need it to make a profit when the price is dropping. Initial order, $20. And then we got as I say, the average profit settings and the independent profit settings. We'll come back to those, but let's move down the screen. And so here we got the strategy editor. Now, you don't have to edit none of these. If you look here down this far left-hand column, it's lots. So that means out of your $600 here, it's going to split that up into lots. And it's splitting it up into, if I go all the way down, 38 lots. So that means it needs to divide your $600 not equally into 38 lots or 38 trades, but this means that the bot can trade when the market's going down. So the first lot is ground zero. So what we're saying here, it says price drop. Well, there's nothing there at the moment. Pullback, nothing at the moment, because that's the first gate, the first trade we're doing out the gate. It's going to be $20 in this case. I don't recommend you start the first trade less than $20. And then here we've got this initial buy up down move. So you can set when you want the bot to start. Now, by default, it says 0.01. So that means the price from the current price now has got to go up by 0.01% upwards in price before the bot buys the first lot, which is lot 0. Then after it's bought that lot 0, it's now going to wait for the profit based on what you've got in here, the average settings. So let's just say the bot's bought in, and now the bot's looking at what's in this profit trigger. So here it's got 0.8. So the price has got to go up by 0.8 from the point that you bought it in. Okay, it's got to go up by 0.8 before the bot triggers the sell. Now, notice I use the word trigger. It doesn't mean it's going to sell at 0.8. Doesn't mean it's going to make you a profit at 0.8. What the bot's looking for is the price move up. Once it triggers that, now the bot wants to see if the price is going to carry on going up. So it could go up to 1%, 1.2%. Now, before the bot actually sells, it wants to see a retracement. So what it means, it needs to see the price start to go back down. So in this instance, it's saying when the price drops by 0.1, that's when I'll sell. So in other words, if the price went up by 0.8 and then immediately it hit 0.8, it went down by 0.1, the bot would take profits of 0.7 because that was when it triggered. Now, if the price went up by 1% and then it moved down by 0.1, that would then say that you've got a 0.9% profit. If the price went up by if the price went up by 1.0, if the price went up by 1.1% and then the price went back down by 0.1%, then you would get a 1% profit. The bot looks for the trigger point. And so then it would make that first sale. Once it's made the first sale, it will, if it makes a profit on that lot 0, so it buys lot 0 and then it sells lot 0 and it's made you say 0.7% minimum, then the bot will then look to buy in again. Now, what it won't do is it won't buy in until the price moves up by 0.01. So let's just say that the price went up by 0.8. That triggered the sale. The price then went down. That triggered, that was the profit, triggered the profit. Then the price went down by 0.1. The bot sold and it made you a profit of 0.7. Now the bot's looking to buy back in, but the price keeps going down. It's not going to buy in when the price is going down. It's going to look for a move up again. It wants to see the price go up by 0.1% before, in this case, before it buys in again. So the price could drop by 3% from the last time it took profits. And then when the price starts to move up by 0.01, in this case, the bot will buy the next lot, which is lot 0 again. It could, in theory, keep buying and selling lot 0. And that means it's only using $20 out of your budget. It's making you profit because it could buy and sell. Now, let's just say that it bought lot 0 and the price never went up for it to trigger this 0.8. The price then dropped. It went up by 0.1% and then it went up by up to 0.5%, and then it started to come down. Well, when it bought in over here at this will have a number appearing here, and I'll show you that on another robot. It will have a number that will appear in here, and I'll actually do that now. Let's just cancel this, and I'll do in here just so I can show you the number. So bear with me. In the filter, I'm going to do Bitcoin. So I'm going to look at this one here. I've got this set for 10%. So I'm going to go into the settings and then we'll come down and you'll see here that this was the first time it bought. Then the price dropped. As you see, it didn't go up above this price for it to take profits. And then it bought in again. And again, the price dropped again. So it couldn't take profits. So then it bought in again. Okay. And now it hasn't bought in anymore. So it's waiting for the price to either go up so it can sell, or it's waiting for the price to go down even further so it can buy in again. So that's what that does. It shows you those numbers. So let's come back over to my back to here to the bot settings here, and we chose BTC in here with BUSD, and I'll just give this the name again, demo 13. Right, so that's what this would do once it's bought this first lot. So if the price drops from when it bought in at lot 0, and it dropped in this case by 2% from the last time it bought. So if it bought in here, let's just say Bitcoin was worth $10 and it bought Bitcoin at $10, then the price has dropped by 2%. So you've got to take $10 minus 2%, which means it's worth $8. It would then buy in the second lot, and it would buy another $20. And as you could see here, it says average. So if we come back up here, this is picking up the settings from the average settings up here, the average profit settings. Now, let's say again that the bot couldn't, the price still dropped and the bot bought in again. So it's dropped another 2%. Now, again, this 2% drop that's here is the trigger point. It doesn't mean that it's going to buy exactly at 2%, because let's say the price dropped down to 2%. The bot won't buy in at minus 2% because it's looking for what's called a pullback. It's looking for the price to go up by 0.5%. So it wants to see that there's a change in direction. So if the price dropped by 2%, it won't buy in. Let's say the price now dropped by 3%, it still won't buy in. The price has now dropped by 4%, it still won't buy in. The price has dropped by 50%, it still won't buy in until it sees the price go up by 0.5%. So 0.5% upwards. So if there's a 0.5% movement upwards, then the bot would buy in. So it doesn't mean it's going to buy in exactly on minus 2% from the last buy. It will wait to see the price go down, and it will wait for the price to go back up again by 0.5% before it buys in. So these are the trigger points. These are not carved in stone. That doesn't mean that that's when the bot is actually going to carry out the transaction. It'll carry out the transaction when all the ducks are in a row. Now, obviously, it can drop by 3%. It could go up by 0.6%. So that means it would trigger in the buy, and then all of a sudden it could drop again. Well, that doesn't matter, because that's where lot 2 would come into play. Now, if you look on lot 2, it's saying here the price has got to drop by a minimum of 2% before it buys in again. And again, it's got to have a pullback. So that means the price has got to go up by 0.5%. But this time it's going to use 60% of what you're trading with. In this case, it was $20. You see, each order, the initial order was $20. So this is only going to use 60%, but it now means it's going to buy in with $12. And you see this one says 60%. So that bought in with 12. So it bought in with, on lot 0, bought with 20. Lot 1, if the price kept dropping, it bought in with 20. So now you, out of the 600, you're using $40 out of the 600. If the price dropped again onto lot 2, it's going to use $12. So now you're using $52. And then if the price dropped again, you're now using $64 out of your $600 that you allocated. So these two ones here are what's called independents. Now, if we move to the right of the screen, it says keep profit, keep profit. As you can see, that this is set for 90%. So what does that actually mean? Well, let's say that it bought this lot 0, a price dropped, and then it bought lot 1. Price dropped again, and it bought lot 2. Now, lot 2 made a profit. So let's hypothetically say that the bot made a profit of $1. It will show you that it only made 10 cents. The other 90 cents, because you put in, it's got in here, keep 90%. The other 90 cents, it will use to bring down the price, what you spent over here. Now, you spent $20. Well, if I keep 90 cents, you've now spent $19.10. And that's what it will keep doing. It will keep buying and selling these lower lots to bring down. So this lot 2, it could make a profit, make $1, show you that it's made a profit of 10 cents. It will keep the 90 cents, and it will now, the system will know that actually we only spent $19.10. And it will keep doing that until this price comes down to a point where the bot can say, I can now sell that lot and make a profit, even though the price never ever got back to the price that you bought in at, or what the bot bought in at. So that's the beauty of this bot. Now, let's say we've got the combination that we've got in this bot. As you can see, we've got $20 here. Then we've got these independents, which are independent out of another strategy, because the bot uses a martingale strategy as well. So it's got an independent strategy, and the average strategy is a martingale formula. If you're familiar with martingale, it means that you double up every time. So if you place a trade, a bit like on the roulette table, if you're betting on black or red and you put $1 on red and black comes in, the next one you do is you put $2 now on red, and if the black comes in again, you put now $4 on red, and so on. So you're doubling up all the time. And the law of averages say, providing you don't run out of money, you will get to a point where you will get a winning trade. You'll get back all your money that you put in, all your money that you risk, plus you'll make a profit. So the averages are independent, are the martingale formula. So if you look here, this is 20. So we're going to go down the average settings. We're going to skip these two independents here. Then we got 40. And then if we go down a bit further, we've got an 80. Okay. And then that's the averages that are, that's the end of the averages. Now, obviously, you can set another average in down here. So this is using 400% of the trading bot of the, what was initially put in, which is $20. And as you can see here, this one says use 200%. So that's $40. This one says use 400%, which is $80. And then obviously you could, if you wanted to change the settings, you could. But I've found after testing, it's better to leave the default settings. The only things that you might want to change is you might want to change these settings up here. So you could tweak them. And I've done that on my front screen. If I come to here, and I'll just show you with my Bitcoin. So I'm going to BTC. So as you can see here, my average settings I've got here is my settings. So I've got take profits at 5%, take profits at 3%, take profits at 4%, take profits at 10%. Coming down a little bit further, I've got the average setting changed completely different now. I've got the average settings to take profits at 5%, and I've got the independent settings to take profits at 1.2%. So you can test different bots, different strategies. Now, if I look at these Bitcoin bots, they're all trading with mainly $20. Okay, some of them are trading with more. And again, that's why you could set up other bots to trade with more. If you've got a winning bot and you find a winning formula, you could maybe duplicate that bot, but up the trading amount. Instead of trading with $20, you're trading with $40. Instead of trading with $40, you're doing the first trade with $100. That's entirely up to you. So this bot here, taking a 5% profit, as you can see, ROI just over 31.5%, giving me a profit of $22. This one here, take a 3% profit, ROI just over or just under 12%, but it's given me a $70 because I'm obviously trading with a bigger amount. So if I go in and look at this magnifying glass, this will show me my trades. And as you can see here, this is that's great. So it's bought lot 0 and it sold lot 0 and made me 50 cents. Then it bought lot 0 and it sold lot 0 and made 28 cents. So you have to go down to the bottom here and you can see all the trades. Now, if you look here, it bought here, if you can see here, lots in this column. So you can see here, it obviously went out and bought lot 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It sold all of those lots for $63.73 because the price moved up, so it got rid of all those lots for me. Coming down a little bit further, bought lot 2, sold lot 2, bought lot 2, sold lot 2, bought lot 2, sold lot 2. And you see that lot 2, obviously above that was lot 1 and lot 0. So it couldn't sell lot 1 and lot 0, but it's making me a profit on lot 2. So that means it's keeping some of the profit and showing me some. So the profit it shows me will be on the front screen here, 54 cents. So it obviously made a lot more than 54 cents because it's bringing down the average price of the other ones. So let's just go and show you this one here. So this lot here, this bot is got set to take profits at 10%. It's only made 0.1%. Can you see, because it's got a bigger percentage, it's not always in the good interest. It looks great, doesn't it, that you make 10%, but you see this one over here that's got a low percentage made me $70. This one's got set for a high percentage, but it's only made me 17 cents, and it's traded. It's got 3 lots that are outstanding. Let's have a look to see if it's sold. And so it's bought lot 0. It then bought lot 0 again because it sold lot 0, made me 18 cents. It then bought lot 0 again, couldn't make a profit. The price dropped again, so it bought me lot 1. Didn't make a profit. The price dropped again, and it's bought me lot 2. So for it to sell lot 2, the price has got to go up at least 10%. So if I was to maybe go in and change that setting, it may start it to trigger for it to buy. As you can see, it bought for this 51. It spent $51.52. If it's sold now, it would sell it for $48.05. That's if it sold all 3 lots. But if I go into the settings here, you can see here that it bought, the last time it did a buy was at 25,600, and right now the price is 26,100. So if I was to change this profit setting up here to a lower percentage, so if I was to set that for a lower percentage, this bot could actually sell this lot and make a profit on this one, which would bring down the average price of that. But because I've got it set at 10%, it won't sell it because it's waiting for the price to go up by 10%, you see. So it's not doing me any favors by having a big number in here. It would be much better for me to have 0.5% or 0.8%, a lower percentage, so that the price has only got to go up by a small amount for the bot to take me some profits. So if I just come up to the top here and cancel. So the settings is not always in your favor to do, to set big percentages. So let me just have a look at one of these. I want to see if there's a bot that's got a loss, because obviously the bot doesn't always get a positive there you go. So you see, look, so this bot here, if we look down and we come down the screen, right to the top, there we go. It ran into a few errors, which stopped it a few times. Something wrong, negative profit. Look, it stopped the bot because it bought back a negative profit. So that stops your bot. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your bot, but it can't always get you a profit because the price moved too quick, and it's, I don't know, it got front-ended or whatever, but it doesn't always make a profit. So here you can see it made a profit of 37 cents, look, 9 cents, 36, 7, 21, 23, 5 cents, 4 cents. Now, they were set for low, and remember, this is only on $20 it's trading with here. So it's making 4 cents on $20. You might say, well, that's not life-changing. Of course it's not. But if you've got bots that are trading multiple times throughout the day, and you can set up multiple bots that are making these 4s and 5 cents, it doesn't take long to build you up a nice return. So if I go down a little bit further, you can see here, it says here it's sold late. It did on the January the 24th. It sold lot 1, but it sold it on the 26th, and it says look lower down. So we'll look lower down. There's the 26th. As you can see, it made 95 cents, and it sold 2 lots there, lot 1 and lot 2. And it did that because lot 2 kept on buying and selling. As you can see here, buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. The price never got back to what the price of lot 1 was, but because the average price got bought down, the bot could sell both lots and make a profit. So it made nearly $1 there. And so coming down a little bit further, another one says it's sold at a later date. Bought in January the 26th, sold it in February. So if I go down, there you go. Look, it made 28 cents. It sold 3 lots there, lot 0, lot 1, and lot 2. So made 28 cents. But you see, 28 cents, it sold by bringing down those average prices because it kept making a profit with lot 2. And when it made enough profit and it kept some, it eventually got to the point where it said, well, okay, we could sell those other 2 lots. They won't make a profit, maybe. They might have only broke even, or they might made a loss. But selling all 3 lots together, in general, collecting it together, it made a profit of 28 cents, which freed up the funds for the bot to use in other trading bots. And if I go down a little bit further, I want to get to that one where it made a loss. Okay, another one there where it sold the lot 0 in 2. So it's lot 1 and lot 0, you see. So lot 1 made a profit, which brought down the price of lot 0. And then it managed to sell the next time it traded, it managed to sell both lots. You see there, it made 4 cents for you, but it kept some of that other more. It made more than 4 cents because it kept some of it to bring down the average price of lot 0. And then when it got to the next buy for lot 1, because it sold lot 1 there, it bought lot 1 again. Okay, it sold it there, bought it again, and sold it, and because it made a profit, it managed to sell lot 0 as well, which made then a profit of 34 cents. And then coming down a little bit further, let's go down. I want to see that red one. So they are. So this bot's not 100% going to make you a profit on every trade. Sometimes it's going to be the price moves too quick, or for whatever reason, API keys is there was an interruption in talking to the server. For whatever reason, it could make a loss. It could also make a loss if you manually override it, and that would still show up here as a loss. And we found that 70% of trades that make a loss is because the user has got their human emotions involved and overrid the bot and told it to sell it a loss. So you can see that this bot, on average, the majority, 90 odd % of the time, it's making a profit, but there is a time where it does make a loss. But it made a loss of 7 cents there. So you could say, well, this one only made a profit of 8 cents because 2 7s are 14 and it made 15 cents here. So it's not a big deal, is it, that it's made a loss? But you can see the majority of the bots, it's making profit. And as you look here, you see here, this one, it sold lot 2 and lot 3. So it hasn't sold lot 1 and it hasn't sold lot 0. There it made $1.36. But again, it uses profit to bring down the price of lot 1 and lot 0. So this is what the bot's designed to do. Now, soon, I'm going to come back to my stream here and I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. Soon, we're hopefully going to be able to bring you the DEX trading bot. Now, I would recommend that you go over and create a free account with JonnyBlockchain. If you want to set up a Binance trading robot just to test things out, then do that. You could stick $20 or $100 inside Binance and start to test the bot. Set it up with Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other coin that you like. Test your bot so that you understand the settings. Let me know if you've got any questions, because I'm coming up to 11:04 and I want to cut this off at 11:15. So I've got another 11 minutes to go because I want to keep these calls to no more than an hour. I think that's the best thing to do. Otherwise, we get too much. So setting up your bots is easy. So hopefully that's given you a bit of insight to how the trading bot works. And when we get the DEX bot, I can't tell you how excited. It's going to first work with Uniswap. Okay. Once we've got it tested with Uniswap and we're happy that it's working with Uniswap, we'll add other DEXs. We'll add Vulcan's Oopsie when it comes. I won't say we'll do that straight out of the gate when Oopsie lands, because we got it all, launches, I should say, because Oopsie needs to create some liquidity pools. There needs to be some liquidity pools, because when you're trading on a DEX exchange, you're trading with liquidity pools. You're not trading with an order book like you are on a centralized exchange. On a centralized exchange, you're buying somebody else's coins. On a DEX, a decentralized exchange, you're buying from the liquidity pool. It's like 2 cups. One cup will have token A in, The other cup will have token B in. They're both, you know, in the same liquidity pool. So there's an even dollar amount of each coins when the liquidity pool was started. So let's just say that token A was worth $1 and token B was worth $1. And there was 100 token A's put in and 100 token B's put in. So that means you've got $200 worth of liquidity. Now, when you trade with that liquidity pool, you'll either take out of cup A or you'll take out of cup B. So if you want to buy the token that's in cup A, you'll add tokens of token B to cup B. That will remove some tokens out of token A, which means that it will put the price of token A up and lower the price of token B. That's what you're doing when you're trading on a DEX. But the settings for you inside your JonnyBlockchain account will be exactly the same whether you're setting up a DEX or whether you're setting up a centralized trading robot. So if you're in the, you can only trade at the moment with Binance.com. Now, I appreciate if you're, Binance.com and Binance.us. So I appreciate if you're in Binance.com, you're okay. You can still buy with your pounds or your euros. You know, you can deposit fiat currency in there. If you can't, then you should maybe buy your cryptocurrency from somewhere else and then import it into Binance. So if you're in the US, you can't buy with dollars, unfortunately, at the moment. So you would have to buy your crypto either in your MetaMask wallet, because if you go into MetaMask, you'll see that there's a buy button there, so you can buy with a credit card. It takes you to a third-party website. Or I'm going to show you some other ways in future videos of how you could buy crypto. But what I want to do is I want to get you to the stage where you bought your initial amount of crypto, whether that's $20 worth, $100 worth, $1,000 worth, $10,000 worth, or pounds, euros, whatever it is. And then once you've done that, we want to get you to a stage where you're making a profit. Obviously, if you're trading with larger amounts, you know, you'll make bigger amounts. If you're trading with smaller amounts, you'll make smaller amounts. But I want to get you to where I am, and that is I don't buy crypto anymore. I use crypto to buy other crypto. I use crypto to buy pounds. I don't use pounds, because I'm in the UK, to buy crypto. I can't remember the last time I actually used pounds transferred from my bank account to buy crypto. It's been years for me. I'm the other way. I got enough crypto. I earn enough crypto to put it into pounds. And that's what you want to be able to get doing. So guys, if you've got any questions before we finish, it's 11:08. This was a broadcast that I just did on the fly, because I would normally make a video. And I thought, well, why make a video? Why not just do a live broadcast? And then that way people can, can interact and ask questions. So keen to hear your advice on tax efficiency, off-ramp options. You know, when it comes to tax, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to give any financial advice. Everything I do is I just show you what I do. You obviously need to do, wherever you are, I don't know what the tax law's in, you need to speak to your accountant and do whatever it is you need to do. But tomorrow's video, tomorrow's live broadcast, I'm going to show you how to use crypto in day-to-day life, okay, where you can put your crypto to buy your groceries, you can buy wine, you can buy a coffee, you can buy your travel, you can pay for your holidays, you can buy a car, you can buy wine, you can buy anything you want with your crypto without you having to put your crypto into pounds and then putting it in your bank account. I want to show you the ways that I use crypto in my day-to-day life. So hopefully you found this video interesting. If you have, please give me the thumbs up. Make sure you share this video as well. That would be great. If you've not subscribed, click on the subscribe button. Make sure you click on that bell notification so you get notified when I upload a new video. But you're going to be seeing a lot more of me. I'm going to be doing a lot more live broadcasts. I'm going to be doing my set broadcasts, which will be Wednesday at 10 a.m. British Summer Time. And when we go to Greenwich Mean Time, it will be Greenwich Mean Time. So British summertime is 1 hour plus on Greenwich Mean Time. And then I'm also doing a live broadcast, a regular live broadcast on a Friday at 2 p.m. British summertime. So I think that will be in the mornings for the US. So 2 broadcasts carved in stone for the next couple of months at least. And that is a Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock British summertime, and Fridays at 2 p.m. British summertime. They're the 2 ones that I'm definitely doing each week. But watch out, because I'm going to be doing stuff on the fly as well. And tomorrow's broadcast, if you're into crypto and you want to know how to use it in everyday life, then make sure you join me on tomorrow's live broadcast. And that's going to be at 10 o'clock British summertime. So it doesn't look like I've got any questions coming in. So it looks like I'll be able to end this broadcast. We're coming up to 11:11. I'm going to shut it off at 11:15. That's given me 1 hour's broadcast. So if you've got any questions before I go, make sure you get them in within the next 30, 40 seconds, because we've literally got just under 4 minutes or just over 4 minutes, and I'm going to end this broadcast. So I'm going to twiddle my thumbs while you might think of a question if you've got one, because I want to shut this video off, this broadcast off on the hour. And I'm going to do each one of my broadcasts are only going to be an hour. So I'm not going to do anything longer than an hour. So thank you guys for the feedback in the chat there and the positiveness. That's great. Keep positive. Keep earning crypto. Happy trading. Go and set yourself up a free JonnyBlockchain account. Start to trade. Trade with a little bit amount. Put a bit of money into your Binance account just so that you can test the bot out with Bitcoin or Ethereum and give it a go. JonnyBlockchain, Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, thanks for that, Biz Entertainment. That's what it's going to be. So I know it's early, guys, but I only normally work Monday to Friday in the mornings in the UK. So on Fridays, I'm going to, because I do the school run, I pick my son up at 3:20 in the afternoon. So I'm doing a broadcast at 2 p.m. British summertime. So hopefully some people in the US can get on board at 7 in the morning, but we will do some. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Create yourself a JonnyBlockchain. Go and set yourself up a little trading robot. Test it out. It's not going to, you want to test it out so that when the DEX comes available, if you want to wait for the DEX, that you can get in and test your bot out. Connect with somebody in this chat. There's lots of people in this chat that have got an affiliate link that will help you. So join for them. Don't go directly with JonnyBlockchain. Join with somebody in this chat you can connect with them, send them a private message and get on with them. Pride, Dave Vaughan, Simon. There's so many people in this chat that have got an affiliate link where you can join with them, and they'll maybe help you set up your first trading robot. So create your free account in JonnyBlockchain, set up your first trading robot on Binance, whether it's Binance.com, Binance.us, test it out. Go and see that it works. Leave the default settings and test it out. Soon, I'm hopefully going to be able to make you a video to tell you we're going live with the DEX. We're so close. I can't tell you how excited I am. And I can't give you a date, but we're so close with this DEX. You can also, I'm going to do another broadcast later in the week, an off the fly one, about our affiliate program and how you can earn from people being under you, and you'll learn from every trade that their trading robot does. Now, how fantastic is that? Absolutely mind-blowing. Guys, give me the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Click on that bell notification so you get notified when I upload a new video. You have a fantastic rest of the day, and I'll see you in tomorrow's broadcast, which is to teach you how to use cryptocurrency in everyday life. You have a fantastic day. Bye for now. Thank you.